piece of music. Or I've also known artists that are like minting old Instagram posts and stuff like that. It's like you've already created a lot of content, right? So you could just go with something you've made. Um, Nathan, why don't you take that one? How can, yeah, what's the very high
Right.
level? We don't have to get into the details. I know that
Yeah,
there's a lot of steps, and we'll dive into that in a later course. But
right. So you can practically turn anything into turn here is also known as mint. And minting really means that you're writing a smart contract to say who is creating what, putting what on sale for what price, right? And you can turn any sort of digital asset from a picture to audio to video, etc., and you package it and then you mint it into a contract that get pushed onto the blockchain and saying that I have this NFT token for sale for this many people. You can put a cap on how many people can buy, etc. Right? So that's the steps to kind of turn something like a piece of digital asset into an NFT. Uh, so there are many different platforms support different formats. Without getting to the technicality of why each platform choose to do that, that's a different discussion. But music NFT specifically is a combination of an audio file, whether it's a WAV or MP3s. Those are the two that we supported, that are minted into a NFT, which you can set then how many editions for that particular song NFT that you want to sell, and one edition is equate to one owner, but one owner can buy multiple editions, right? Many different editions. So there is that really fun gamifying aspect of buying. I like my favorite number is 11. So if you an artist has a song NFT that I really like, I like to collect the 11th editions of that song, because you created, let's say 50 editions, 100. You can create as many as you want, but there is a kind of like the scarcity side of it. When you think about strategizing, you should think about, if you put it too much and the price too high, maybe not, people are not buying it. So you have to also face the reality, or be aware of where you are in terms of your career, and then you can demand a certain value for the songs or for the edition that you're trying to sell. So that's the high level of how things are made. We at minsong.com, we are a platform slash a marketplace for music NFTs, which we have a minter, which is a tool for artists that they can create an account, they can go on and upload their songs and files, which are album art, just like a typical CD, so cassette tape of vinyl. It kind of carry from the physical side to the digital side, and then you set a number of editions, and you set the price, and then you mint it. And the key point here to remember is we are now the largest music NFTs, because we are in the early inning. We're one of the pioneers, and there aren't a lot of music NFTs out there, and we're the only one who doesn't charge you a fee, you the artist, a fee to mint, so zero minting fees. And if you might have heard of the gas fee when you buy crypto, etc. And gas fee is that you pay somebody to validate a piece of transaction. It's like a reward for them to validate that transaction. Over here, we charge zero. We basically subsidize that fees for you, so that you can easily get onboarded into Web3 and really have a shop per se to list your NFTs for sale. There are other ones. They are other ones that are built on a different blockchain, etc. We're built on Polygon blockchain, which is a side chain of the Ethereum blockchain, which is the second most famous one and the second largest one out there. But obviously the gas fee is really high, so it makes no sense for you to mint a song and pay $80 and trying to sell, $2 per edition. Even if you tally it up and make $200, you pay $80 in fees. That's not a guarantee that you will sell enough to make the money back. So we want to remove all that friction and make it very easy for artists to be onboarded. There are some of our competitors like Sound.xyz, Catalog, Record Shop, and things like that, but they take a very different approach. We wanted to really make it accessible for any artist of any size to get really on board and test it, this whole thing. The only way to learn is you have to jump in. Like, you can read and try to conceptualize as much as you can, but when you touch it, you're like, okay, this thing is confusing. And then you work yourself through this, and it's practically confusing for a lot of us, even myself. Sometimes I'm like, what the heck just happened? And so part of it is to get in early to learn. So we saw that as an opportunity, but also as an empowerment to get artists on board. Yeah. Hopefully that answered the question. A little bit
That
long-winded, trying to
and
provide some
no,
context.